In this lesson, you will learn about cloning and forking. You will also learn how to clone and fork a project. Some of the most powerful tools of GitHub are forking and cloning a repository. Whether you are building your own project or joining a team, you must learn these tools properly. Cloning is the process of copying a project repository to your local machine. It means you are making a copy of the repository and saving it on your local computer. Cloning allows you to tweak the code and commit the changes back to the same project. Forking is the process of copying a repository that you can manage. It means you're making changes to the project without affecting the original project. Forking allows you to add the features to the project according to your requirements. The forked project is completely yours to manage. In general, forking is utilized to take a current project and turn it into the primary focus of your new project. Cloning and forking are two highly crucial methods that you should be aware of if you are joining a development team or beginning your own project. Cloning a GitHub repository. To clone a GitHub repository, first, navigate to the repo you wish to copy. Click the Code button under the repo name. Copy the link from Clone with HTTPS part. You can also save the zip file to your computer by selecting the Download Zip option. Now on your own PC, open a terminal and browse to the directory where you wish to clone the project. Type git clone and paste the link you copied in the previous step. Now press Enter to begin the cloning process. The project is successfully cloned. Sync the code to GitHub. When you're ready to sync the code back to GitHub, do the following. Use the git add command to transfer your code to a location where it can be formatted and reviewed before committing. Now use git commit command to commit the modifications. Once the commit is successful and without errors, use the command git push to completely submit the changes to the GitHub repository. What are remote repositories? These are repositories that can be stored anywhere on the internet, as well as on your local computer. You can have many remote repositories, each of which can be read-only or read and write. When working with other team members, you may manage these remote repositories by push, pull, and fetch operations to share work. Git push is used to transfer changes to a remote repository. Git fetch is used to move changes from a remote repository to your local repository. It is important to note that git fetch will not combine the changes to the branch. You must do it manually with the git merge command. Git pull is used to move changes from a remote repository to a local repository, as well as to merge them into a branch. Some terminologies. Origin. This refers to the project fork you created in order to use it as the beginning point for your project. Upstream. This refers to the original project that you forked. Forking a project. As previously explained, forking takes a copy of an existing GitHub project repository and makes it the foundation of a new project. Forking can also be used to submit changes to the primary repository. To fork a project. Navigate to the project repository that you wish to fork. Click the Fork button, which is located in the upper right corner. Sync a fork of project. To keep the sync, create a local clone of the project. Configure Git to sync the code. Open Terminal and change the directory that contains the fork. To access the remote repo, type git remote-v. This gives you the remote repository. Type git remote add upstream repository name. This adds the original repository as a new remote repository named upstream. Type git remote- to reflect the changes. Some fork management commands. Git fetch upstream. This command is used to obtain upstream branches. Git merge upstream. It is used to include the changes in the master branch. Git pull upstream. This command is used to fetch and merge the remote branch at the same time. You will learn more about cloning and forking in the upcoming labs.